Right folks, welcome to this exciting spooky episode. This is another Halloween episode folks, because this is the Halloween special month. And in the last video we looked at the spooky haunted house. And then look at this, this is like something out of a horror film sitting in the wood here. It's just like this car, abandoned, so it's totally eerie. But there is some other cool like abandoned stuff here in the wood that we're going to take a look at in this video. So yeah, I just thought that's such a cool start. It's probably been used by like a gamekeeper or something, but it's like what you see on the horror films when like you go up to it and somebody's at the window like ah! It's got the doors totally been bashed in against a tree or something. It looks like they've been rallying it on this road probably at one time, and they maybe still do. It'll be a youth's car maybe. Here we are folks, we've made it to the abandoned historical wonder in the wood here, and it's a spooky location. I think there's a grave and stuff around here, but yeah, we've literally just fought our way through this jungle and stuff, and check how wet Channel DJ is right now folks. We're both absolutely soaked from this rain, it's incredible, but we're both up for the adventure, and finding these abandoned wonders is the cool thing about exploring. It's like, check this here now, it's so far into the forest here, it's like you can hardly even get to it. Whoa, look at it folks, this is real architecture of like Scottish estates right here. I can't even believe how overgrown it is compared to the last time I was here. We might have come like the worst route here really for... There's actually a steps in the front here. There we go folks, we've made it. So this is obviously related to the same estate as that haunted house that we were in the last video. And yeah, this week, well, because Halloween's at the end of this month, I've been doing a few of these episodes at the most scary place I've ever been, which is this estate here in Scotland, which is the Gind. The Goind area. There's a few different ways of pronouncing it. Look at this, somebody's put the devil's number in there on that slate. Why would they do that?
1953.
Oh, aye. Look at this folks, somebody's been here doing some satanic rituals. That's what I was saying about this place being haunted and spooky. Like, this place has got some weird like history and stuff, and I'm sure there's actually been a book and stuff written about it. It's proper crazy, like, and this is like a memorial for John Ochterlony. And yeah, look at the shape of the roof and stuff, it's like proper curved, like smooth. The detail on the stone and everything like this. It's a shame it's hidden away in these woods now, just unseen and forgotten. The vegetation just grows its way through, and maybe one day these pillars will fall down and the whole place will just be a rubble. Because nature takes over quick in these places. Look at this folks, there's actually another spooky kind of abandoned grave here in the forest. So look at it, we're right on the edge of a cliff here, so do be careful if you come. But I believe this is a special grave up here. I think he was like the commander of the Royal Navy or something like that. Look at that, these graves are ancient. Wow, look at these old spikes on the fence. It's so dark at this time of year. 1875. Alexander Pearson. And then what's this one here? Let's move these leaves and see what the history is. Thomas Charles Alexander, Heathcote Ochterlony, Commander Royal Navy, 23rd Laird of Gind, or Gind, or however you pronounce it. He was born in 1888 and he died in 1971, and this is where he lays. And if he was a commander in the Royal Navy, then he was a pretty serious guy. Quite a lot of these lairds and stuff of estates were often in military and stuff like that, and high regimental positions in the army. Anyway, we'll head back around here because it's like still raining, as you probably can tell. And look at the way that this is nestled here in the trees. this is what it's all about, folks. Finding these cool old abandoned places and like documenting them and going to the adventure of climbing through all the bushes and stuff to find it. And then when you get here, it's like, wow, such a cool old bit of stonework from an ancient historical estate here in Scotland, which is still running like as an estate. It's just when things like this bit were built, like those estates were in their prime and they had so much like spare cash to play with. Like this had been the size of the guy's memorial, whereas like the one in 1971, you can see the difference there. It's just a small like plaque and that. You can see the quality of the stonework as well. It's still like standing up to this day. Look at this, folks. The channel DJ's got a heated fleece. If you're wondering what that red light is, it's a heated body warmer. Like, this is technology in Scotland nowadays. The person that built this stone tower here would never have seen such a thing in those days. I can see the top of those as like old scrolls kind of rolled up. I don't know how well the detail comes out on the camera. And then the carve of that roof is just so impressive. I'm not sure if it's got like a finial kind of thing at one time on top. There's nothing new, but yeah, what a spot, folks. Look at this, folks. Under the bench section of this little tower thing here, look, it's got that cool like carved stone bit. It's holding it up. It's cool little details like that. It's like unseen, but they still went to the bother of like carving a decent support. And then look at the detail of the stone slabs under here. Yeah, it's so cool. And the fact they've gone to the bother of like carving all that and stuff, it's like, it's epic to come here and document all this, because every year the weather's just chipping away at these and degrading them. And even look at that, the stone there is just like chipping off and disappearing, whereas at one time it would have been a grand pillar. A cool bit of history. Here we are, folks. We're heading out of this magical land of decay and awesome abandoned architecture. And yeah, it was such a spooky place to come into the middle of the forest like this for the month of Halloween. This is still the same adventure when we were in that spooky house, so it's like finding these old graves in the wood and stuff. It's just, it is eerie. At this time of year as well, it's often quite dark when it's raining and that, and it just adds to the whole atmosphere of a place like this. Right then, folks, that's us back at this gate here where we started this haunted adventure at the beginning of the last video when we went into the haunted house. This is the original gate in at that road. If anyone does come in here, do be careful, because like they're quite often shooting on these estates and stuff like that, and yeah, you just have to watch out for that stuff, folks. But what a cool adventure this has been. Like the character of the gate alone is just incredible. Like that little, what was it called, this little temple thing, the little memorial that we've just sat in there in the wood and stuff. It's like, it's such a cool little bit of history just hidden there in the wood. Nobody probably even visits it now. Maybe like once every few years somebody goes there and like, yeah, that's what it looks like, folks. You've seen it right here. But we'll end this adventure here. It's goodbye for me, goodbye for the channel DJ, and we'll catch you very soon for the next adventure, folks.